I recently asked Brewster Rawls how the Advocate Capital case expense product has impacted his practice. Here's what he had to say. Hello, Brewster. How are you today?
Hey, how are you?
Well, I'm doing great. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Well, Brewster, when we speak to a prospective law firm, they often object to our case expense funding product because they think that their clients will object to the pass-through of interest to their cases. What's your experience been?
Um, it's funny, when we first looked at that, before we became Advocate Capital clients, there was internal dispute about it in the firm. There was some question about whether or not clients would balk at it. We have since revised our retainer, and we advise people up front, and we do offer the option of saying that if you don't want to pay the interest costs, you can pay us the expenses as you go. That's unrealistic for most people. But frankly, we've never had anybody bat an eye at it. We make it very clear that it's an actual expense. It's not the value of money, the time value. It is the actual money that was paid to the financing company. And we've never had anybody bat an eye at it, frankly.
Well, thanks for sharing that. Now, some law firms are concerned that using our case expense funding product will make them less competitive in the marketplace because maybe their competitors aren't using us. Do you think it's made you less competitive?
I doubt it. I truly doubt it. I know on the world of federal tort claims cases, we've never had anyone decline asking us to represent them because of the issue.
Well, if a lawyer was watching this and thought, Advocate Capital's not for me because I don't need the money, what would you tell them?
I'd kind of go back to the matter of evening out the cash flow, that even if you have a huge surplus and you're well-funded, well-capitalized, the benefit of the program is that it inherently increases a law firm's liquidity. And one of the things I've learned from having done this now close to 20 years is that your assets are great, but assets don't make payroll, and liquidity does. So anything that enhances the liquidity of the business and can do so at a reasonable cost, to me, is something I think you'd be foolish not to at least consider pretty strongly.
Well, Brewster, thank you once again for joining us today.
Okay, thank you. And like I say, it's been a pleasure. Absolutely. Take care now.